What's going on, guys? Here from Student Football Athlete, and today I'm taking it easy, both physically and mentally, and it got me thinking a bit about something. It is consistency, like how to stay consistent. This is something that I've been pondering upon for quite some times now. I would say like about 2 or 3 weeks at least, and I want to share my thoughts with you guys and hopefully help you to be more consistent, to have an idea of how to be more consistent. It's a pretty random video. I just felt like sharing it with you guys. So do excuse me if I stumble upon my words or if I repeat myself, okay? Thank you. So the reason I chose to walk today is because I didn't feel like training. My body didn't feel well and my ankle is hurting. But I still want to stay active and I still want to keep the habit of always working out, like at least once a day. What's working out for me is just moving your body, focusing on your body movement, whether it's a light day or whether it's a hard day. When I feel like training hard, I can go do some pull-up, push-up, and go out, train football on my own. But on the days I don't feel 100% mentally and physically, I can just go out for a walk or, just doing some light stuff and get my blood pumping and get me sweating a bit. And that got me thinking, how did I get here? How did I get in the habit of always working out every single day? If you ask me what is consistency, I would say consistency is something you do, something good for you that you do, something that you do which benefit you, and you do it every day on a consistent basis. That is what consistency means to me. And I would say this is pretty good for me, and I've done this pretty consistently for over 2 or 3 years now, and I don't feel like a chore whenever I do this. Actually, this feels very therapeutic to me, and I noticed that on the days that I don't work out or on the day that I don't take some time to work my body a bit, I don't feel like myself. I don't feel happy. I'm anxious all the time, and you can say that I have a healthy addiction to working out, Believe it or not, I wasn't always like this. I wasn't always healthy. No, actually, I was always eat like healthy, but I wasn't always like this healthy. Like now I eat pretty healthily, and I avoid junk food. I just don't enjoy them anymore. But back on my student days, when I was 15 or something, I really enjoy sweets, and actually I still do now. But back then I used to be able to have a full dinner with just sweets. That is how badly I want sweet. I didn't work out and I played football for fun, and I was obese. I weigh 96 kilograms. That is like about 240 pounds for my American viewers out there, if there are any. I never felt very strong, and I always get tired so quickly. I didn't train at all. When I hit high school and I start to accumulate knowledge about working out, I started to done my research on bodybuilding, on football, on training, and there's something that always pop up, that you need to be consistent. You cannot train for like 1 or 2 days a week and then skip the rest 5 days and expect to gain a lot of results. That is just not how it works. And you know how it is when you're just starting out and you start to do your research, everything feels new to you and it's kind of overwhelming. I didn't know what bench press was, and I didn't know the lats, like your back. I didn't know that was a muscle, For the first year of my training, I didn't train my back at all. So I have severe imbalance with the front side and the back side of me. So yeah, that's how dumb I was. That didn't discourage me for some reason, because I think there was an internal motivation for me, because I love football so much, and I noticed that when I was lighter, I performed better on the pitch. That always was and still is my internal motivation. Now I train my body with the aim of enhancing my footballing ability. I would say that I look better than I've ever been before, but I've never worked out for the looks, for the girls. That is just not something that I feel motivated about. Nothing wrong if you work out for the girls, I'm just saying that me personally, I've never took others' opinions about my body as a deciding factor for me. I just work out for myself, and I guess that is why I can work out for so long. Of course, at first I didn't work out very consistently. I go and I just felt like training, then I go. So the day I don't feel like training, I didn't go. Me and working out and training, it has an on again and off again relationship. Like I maybe work out, I may be training football for like very intensely for a week, and then I drop for like a month, and then I go back and train for like another month or two. You know, it's just on again, off again, and I never really been very consistently improving. That really boggled me, you know. Fast forward to some point in my high school year, like in my sophomore year, my 11th grade, if you will, I started to take football more seriously. I wanted to see where I can take myself. I set out to go, and I would say that is when I picked up the habit of training for about half a year, for about 6 months. I really felt like I was on to something, you know, and I really felt good about myself, and I would contribute that to this one secret that I'm about to share with you. Now that I'm older and I look back on that situation, on that time period, I realized that I've done this thing without even realizing it. And of course, because I didn't realize it, I didn't do it enough, you know. So after about 6 months of consistently training and taking my football career seriously, I reached my senior year. It was a crucial time period for my life because we have this university exams, so we need to find a university basically. So I had to dial down a bit on the football thing. That really put me off track again. And when after I graduated and after I found a new university, I started to pick up training again. This time is very bad. I would say it's the worst for me because I knew my standards, you know. I knew how good I can be. I knew that if I had stayed consistent, I could have been better, like a lot better. And now I have to restart. I had to do it all over again. And I was overweight again because when I got stressed out, I usually eat a lot. So again, I was overweight. And that was very frustrating to me because when you know your potential, like when you know your ceiling, but you aren't there yet, so you start to demand unrealistic things to your body. So that I struggle with injury, like I had an ankle injury that I still sustain even to now. I had a problem with my thigh, like I think I tore it. So 1 month into getting back to football, and I was already injured. And that is the two of the most frustrating injury in football that you can attain. So to avoid using profanity, to avoid using foul language, I felt really bad. Then it dawned on me that I cannot demand too much on my body. And that is when I would say when I was 18, about to turn 19, that I decided that I cannot play too instinctively because I'm not the player I was. I need to work smarter, you know. So that is when I decided to take a different approach, take a smarter approach, and I start to train my body more evenly, more well-roundedly. I need to take it slow this time, you know. This is what I did. I just took one course of action a day, one little course of action. Some day it may be walking, someday I may squat a bit, but not for much, not for much and not for long, not very intense. I start to work my way up and I start to be very patient. And I've never stopped since then. I've never stopped working out. I've never stopped pushing myself since that day. Of course, there was some time period that I didn't work out, but to look at the bigger picture, I work out very consistently. And that is when I start to see the real changes to my body, to my football ability, to my life, essentially. So lately I've been doing some reflect on my part, and I realized that is what I did. I literally just did at least one thing a day, one little thing a day that will help me stay on track, if not progress me further. It doesn't have to be one big thing, you know. It doesn't have to be super significant or anything. For example, for today, I just went out for a walk. It gives me a habit of working out in the morning, and that is what I need. You can take this into other areas as well. Like for example, with a diet, okay, if you want to eat more healthy, yeah, just do one thing. Do one thing. Choose one thing to do. For example, if you have a certain food that you want to add, eat that food at one particular time every single day until you are used to it. Or if you want to have a more stable diet, just eat at a certain time every single day. Have your breakfast at 7 a.m. every day. Have your lunch at 11 a.m. every day, and have your dinner at 6 p.m. every day. And just have that 3 meals. You don't need to eat anything fancy. You just need to eat at a particular time every single day, and you will start to see a much better improvement. Or if you want to be smarter, have a better football IQ, watch professional football every day, watch player analyzation every day, do something every day, 10 minutes a day, and it adds up to how many hours a year, and you will become much smarter, much more quickly. Or if you want to go to bed earlier, just go to bed at the exact same time. It is the habit that makes you consistent, and at first you need to put in the work to get you to that routine, to get you to have that habit. But after 2 or 3 weeks, you will get used to it. Your body will adjust to your new schedule, and in no time it will feel like second nature to you, and you will be so consistent you don't even realize that you are being consistent. And I'm not saying that you should stop working out, you should stop training hard. I'm just saying that you need to keep a habit. One mistake that I've made, and I know plenty people made too, is that they try too hard. If you are just starting out, you just play football, and you want to be the best player in your team in like a month, that's not going to happen. You know, it's the incremental process. You need to get better and better every day. You need to stay on the right track, and you need to be very patient about it. It's not going to happen overnight. You need to work very hard. Of course, you need to train hard, but I find that it is the easy day that glue the hard day together, if you know what I'm saying. Let me say it in a better way. You cannot train hard every single day. That is just not possible. You will just be burned out, and you will get injured very easily. If you don't feel like training, it is your body ways of telling you that you've been training too much, and you need to dial back. So on those days, most people just don't train at all, and then the next day they are like, oh no, yeah, I already messed up my training plan. I might well just not train today. And then another day, and then their plans start to crumble and fall, and they are back on their starting point. And that is very dangerous, you know. If you are the type of person that has strong willpower, if you are confident enough to say, to tell me that I can stop working out for 2 or 3 days and I can still get back on track whenever I want, then yeah, more power to you. Congratulations, you have a willpower that I do not have. But for me, the days that I do train hard, and I felt very tired afterwards, and the day after that is the light day, like today I'm walking. These are the days that glue my training day together. It's not only about the training hard day, it's also about the light training day, it's also about the rest day. A well-rounded, a comprehensive training routine or training plan doesn't just consist of hard training. It also consists of good nutrition. It also consists of light training. It also consists of recoveries. And some days, like I said, you just need to do a little. And some days you cannot do anything but a little. And that is okay. That is important. That is a part of progressing on a bigger picture. Don't put yourself down whenever you can't do what you've done before. Some days you just don't feel like it. Choose another form of training. Train lighter. The most important thing is that you need to stay consistent. You need to work out every day. Choose one little thing every day, and then do it every single day without an excuse. And I promise you, you will be so much more consistent for so long. And that is when you will see results, actual results. And that is when you will actually progress in football and in life. I'm so tired right now. So I hope you guys enjoy this form of video. It's very renty, and let me know what you guys think. I really enjoy this. And if you want more like this, comment down below on what you want me to cover next, and I will try my best to do so, maybe in this format if you want. And like this video if it helps you in any way, and subscribe for more videos that will help you improve as an all-round football athlete. And I'm signing off, See ya.